Okay guys, so welcome back to Dr. Lou's Low Carb Diet. I'm Dr. Lou. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the allowance of carbohydrates for a ketogenic diet. So, you're probably just starting, and if you're just starting, this will really clear things up for you. Now, what is the main idea behind an effective ketogenic diet? Discipline. So, being strict, following the rules, avoiding the things that push you out of ketosis or pull you completely out of it. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to look at that exact amount. If that sounds like for you, stay tuned. Now, what we want to do is we want to understand exactly the golden area for a ketogenic diet. Most people fit in around a certain amount. Now, if you're a very large person, you may obviously be different. You might be able to have a bit more. If you're someone who's highly active, you'll have more. So it slightly changes, but the general rule of thumb is 20 grams of carbohydrates a day. Now, that is for a ketogenic diet. If you move out of it, it will change. And we're going to discuss that right now. So let's have a look. Okay, guys, so what you can see here is you can see how many carbs for ketosis. I've got a little meter here. Now, this will tell you why and what happens when you change that amount. So if you are 0 to 20 grams, you're seen as keto. You can see over there a nice green ketosis. You are going to be producing tons of ketones, burning all the fat from your body and what you eat, and then you will not be harnessing or having any spikes in insulin or very low. So the main idea is you're in ketosis for 20 grams. Now, if you move up, you can see the next one is low carb. That's 20 to 50 grams. Now, why is that? Well, ketosis is a low carb diet, but there are plenty of low carb diets that advocate between 20 to 50 grams. Now, this is an interesting spot because you will still usually produce ketones and you will then balance having a higher blood sugar and using carbs as well as ketones to be able to function. You will not lose weight as quickly as the ketosis, but it will be something where you are still able to have a decent balance. These low carb diets are numerous and you can definitely choose to have a non-ketogenic diet, and then you will then be in the low carb. And what this does is this gives you carbs, with a little bit of carbs with a lot of ketones or fat, and then you're able to still lose weight, but it's just not as quickly. This is usually good for when you're transitioning or if you're trying to stop being so deep in ketosis, because it is conducive to only do ketosis for a certain amount of time. And then you go into low carb, you can go high carb for a little period, then go back to low carb, and then back into ketosis. So you can do that. But the main idea, 20 to 50 grams, is low carb. You won't have that massive effective burn of fat as you do have in ketosis. Now, over 50 carbs, usually you are out of ketosis. You're on a high carb diet, and that's anything of 50 grams of carbohydrates and higher. So you have to be careful on ketogenic diets because you have to stay roughly 0 to 20. You might go up to 25, for example, but you haven't pushed yourself out of ketosis. You're then just slowly moving out, or you're holding still. Now, how can you understand that? Well, say, for example, you like to have a run every day. That will make sure, even if you go to 25, you are still in ketosis. So the more active you are, the more you'll remain in ketosis as well, because you're burning off any type of carbs and then massively utilizing your fat, and your low glycemic index or your blood sugar will be so low you need to produce ketones for energy. So that's the main idea. And if you look at the bottom there, you can see more insulin, less ketosis. So this is telling you the more you spike your insulin, which some sweeteners can do, as well as obviously sugar and honey. Glucose is the number one. That will hit 100. That's 100 on the glycemic index. And that will be instant sugar spiking. So anything with glucose you massively avoid. All other sugars you should avoid. Yes, except for those that are the special sweeteners, which are in such small quantities, like allulose. and they're nearly zero impact whatsoever. So you have to be careful to stick to 0 to 20 grams for true ketosis. Okay. Now, we understand that when you're in ketosis, you are burning your fat. You're utilizing that as energy. So you can walk around knowing I've got low insulin, I'm burning all this fat on me as energy, and it's going back as what is natural. Remember this, burning fat is there for a reason. It's natural. Now, when you do this, yes, it's fantastic for you, but you must be around about 20 grams. So I'd advocate 20 grams. If you go over, always then try the next day to eat eggs for breakfast and something which is zero carb, which will really help effectuate going back into, low carb ketosis diet. Now, you might hear different ranges, but I'm just telling you what is the conducive one. You'll hear different ranges. Some people might say 25, some might say 30. I'm telling you now 20 is the one, and you'll be able to do that when you measure it with your sticks. You'll be able to see, okay, I've checked it. I know I'm on that. Okay, guys, now, just to hit this home so you understand, I've done this one-day meal plan for you. It's a 20 grams of carbs and what it looks like in 3 meals. So if you have this meal, you understand that you are going to be in ketosis if you continue this for 3 days. Okay, guys, so you can see quite clearly here you have breakfast and you can see avocado there. So you've got some avocado. I'd recommend half an avocado. You've got bacon strips, zero carb bacon, please. No sweeteners or sugar or anything on it. Scrambled eggs, and you can see a tiny pot or little dish or condiment dish of raspberries. Now, very small amount, guys. Now, so the whole idea here is that you can eat that, right? But if you wanted to go even lower carb, go for half an avocado, more bacon, more scrambled eggs, you will be 2 grams carb overall. Now, the 6 grams carb there is just so to show you to get up to 20 grams. So you've got some raspberries, but you must weigh them, know their weight, and make sure they're 6 grams. So you get 2 grams from half of avocado, nothing from bacon, nothing from eggs, and the rest, 4 grams, probably come from the raspberries. Now, again, it varies, but looking at this now, you've got a breakfast, which is around 6 grams of carb, and it's around because nutritional information never is perfectly on the head. Now, when you move over to lunch, you can see you have 5 grams of carb. Now you've got chicken there, roast chicken, absolutely lovely. You've got some leafy green salad, okay? You've got half an avocado, and you also have some broccoli. Now, the chicken is going to give you 0 carbs, avocado, 2 carbs for a half. These are rough amounts, you will never be ahead on for them. Leafy salad, about 1 gram or less, and then the other 2 grams from the broccoli. Now, it could be a little bit less and more from each of them, but the whole idea is, yes, that's 5 grams around. Now, moving on, you can see you have dinner. Now, in dinner there, you have a few bits of. Okay, now what you can see here is your dinner. And you can see you've got a steak there cut up. You've got mushrooms, close cut mushrooms. You've got a mixed salad, and you have some sauerkraut. Now, you're going to get carbs from the mushrooms, you're going to get carbs from the mixed salad, and you're going to get carbs from the sauerkraut, okay? So net carbs around about 2.5 for the sauerkraut. Again, the mixed salad is going to be a bit higher than normal leafy green salad. So you're looking at maybe 2 grams there as well. And then you've got a big portion of mushrooms there. It's going to add the additional up to 9 grams of carb around. So the whole idea here is we can see this is a 20 gram a day meal plan. So you can see that there. It's 20 grams of carb. Again, though, you have to measure it out. So the exact amount of, of the carbs, you take out the sauerkraut, the mushrooms, and the mixed green leaf salad, weigh them before you put them to add onto your dish, before you cook them, or you take it out of the jar. Now, the main idea behind that is because you still have to make sure the gram weight is correct. Have too much, you have more carbs, full stop. Have less, you have less carbs. So now, for example, if you wanted to go hardcore keto and you thought to yourself, this is 20 grams, but I want to have less. What do? You say, okay, breakfast, cut out, no raspberries, gone. Okay. Lunch, what do? Cut out avocado, gone, right? Why? Because you've got to choose one of them, and avocado has about 2.5. And so the broccoli and the leafy green salad are about 3 together. Then you have dinner, and you say, what do I cut out? Cut out sauerkraut, cut out the mixed vegetables, yeah, the mixed salad, cut that out. Then have mushrooms and steak, and then you'll have about 2 to 3 grams carb, depending on the size of the portions, and measure it. Now, you can find all the nutritional information online through the packet you buy in the supermarket or in COFID in the UK. You have the USDA, I believe it is. You have them for the USA. Slightly different for nutritional information. Again, I follow most of the time the UK one, obviously, and I like it for usually understanding what carbs hit you. So, okay, guys, so back to me, and I hope that's obviously going to be handy to you. So you now roughly understand what type of food you need to have, what 20 grams looks like, what type of food products you'll have on your plate. You do not want to have high carb fruit. You don't want to have high carb, anything processed foods like sugars in it, anything like that, honey, anything like this. Not at all. You noticed it's all total whole foods or whole foods, or something where you have, again, all meat, poultry, chicken, yes, fish. All of these usually are 0 carb. Check them though, because not all are. Seafood especially can have some carbs in it. And parts of the animal can have carbs in it as well, like liver. So you've got to be responsible to check the nutritional information before you buy it. If you buy a big slab of beef or lamb or something like this, or the steak, 100% 0 carbs. Cook it in butter. You will have no problems. So how do you guarantee that you've gone, okay, I've accidentally had like 20 grams already. What do? You just eat eggs or you meat for the rest of the day. You'll be fine. Now, I hope that opens your eyes to the allowance of 20 grams per day for ketosis and exactly what it looks like. So guys, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.